Be me, 27 years old, night shift baker at an artisanal sourdough place. Circadian rhythm is completely inverted. Wake up at 8 p.m., work from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., sleep from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., social life is non-existent. Need a new apartment because old landlord decided to turn the building into an Airbnb. Find a listing for a loft in the industrial district. Must respect silence during day. Night shift worker preferred. Perfect. Rent is suspiciously cheap. Go to view the place. It's a converted warehouse, high ceilings, exposed brick, drafty windows, smells like rubbing alcohol and old coffee. Meet the roommate. Her name is Val. She looks like she hasn't slept since the Obama administration. Dark circles under eyes deeper than the Mariana Trench. Scrubs are wrinkled. Hair is a bird's nest of messy bun. She stares at me. You quiet? I don't speak unless necessary. You work nights? Baker? She nods. I'm a trauma resident. If you wake me up when I'm post-call, I will vivisect you. Understood. I move in 2 days later. Bring my sourdough starter. Name him Yesty Boys. Put him in the fridge. Val occupies the other side of the loft. Her side is a chaos of medical textbooks, empty takeout containers, and laundry. My side is military precision. Bed made, books aligned, uniform pressed. We exist in the same space but different dimensions. First week passes. I rarely see her. I hear the shower running at odd hours. I hear the heavy thud of her boots dropping at 7 a.m. when I'm getting home. We pass in the hallway like ghosts, she grunts. I nod. Ideal relationship. 2 weeks in, bring home a rejected loaf of rosemary olive oil bread. Crust was too dark for the display case. Leave it on the counter with a note. Free. Wake up that evening, bread is decimated. Crumbs everywhere. Note written on a napkin. This is better than sex. Make more. Ignoring the crumb mess because the compliment activates my dopamine receptors. Next night. Bake a focaccia with cherry tomatoes. Intentionally burn one corner so I can bring it home. Boss looks at me weird. You're slipping, Anon. Oven calibration is off. I lie. Bring focaccia home. Leave on counter. Wake up to find the pan licked clean. Val is actually home when I wake up. She's sitting on the floor in front of the TV, eating instant ramen dry from the packet. She looks up. The tomato bread, focaccia. Whatever. It saved my life. Rough shift. She stares at the wall. Bus crash. 6 kids. She doesn't say anything else. Doesn't cry. Just crunches on dry noodles. I go to the kitchen. Make tea. Earl Grey. Put a mug next to her. Don't say a word. Go to my room to get ready for work. When I come out, the tea is gone. She's asleep on the rug. I cover her with a throw blanket. Leave for the bakery. Month 2. Routine shifts. I start waking up earlier, around 6 p.m., just to catch the overlap. She starts coming home later. We meet in the kitchen at 7 p.m. It's my breakfast, her dinner. I make oatmeal. She eats whatever is edible and within arm's reach. Sometimes I cook real food. Pasta. Stir fry. I make enough for 2. Leave the pan on the stove. She never asks. Just takes a plate and eats standing up, leaning against the counter. Eyes half closed. Good, she mumbles. Need salt, I say. No. Perfect. She washes her own plate. Surprising given the state of her bedroom. One Tuesday. I'm kneading dough at home. Testing a new hydration percentage for brioche. Kitchen is covered in flour. Val walks in. She's wearing a stained sweatshirt. Smells like antiseptic and rain. She watches me for 5 minutes. That looks aggressive. Gluten development requires violence. She snorts. Walks over. Pokes the dough. Soft. Don't touch. Your hands are full of hospital germs. She rolls her eyes. Goes to the sink. Scrubs hands for full 2 minutes. Surgeon style. Comes back. Teach me. You're tired. I'm wired. Too much coffee. Need to hit something. I rip a chunk of dough off. Hand it to her. Show her the slap and fold technique. She attacks the dough, slapping it against the counter like it owes her money. Relax, I say. It's not CPR. You don't need to break its ribs. It's fighting back. It's elastic. Work with it. I step behind her. reach around to guide her hands. Don't realize how close we are until I smell her shampoo, vanilla, and fatigue. She freezes. I freeze. Like this, I say, voice cracking slightly. Guide her hands in a folding motion. She leans back into me for a split second, then steps away. Too much work. I'll just eat it. She leaves the kitchen. I stare at the dough. Heart rate is abnormally high. Must be the caffeine. Month 3. Winter hits. The loft is freezing. Heating system is from the 1920s and screams when turned on. I buy a space heater. She buys a weighted blanket. We huddle in the living room like refugees. I'm reading a book on fermentation. She's reviewing charts on a tablet. Silence is heavy but comfortable. Not the awkward kind. The kind where you don't need to perform. She stretches. Foot touches my leg under the table. She doesn't pull it back. I don't move. We stay like that for an hour. Just warmth. My attending is a sociopath, she says suddenly. My boss thinks yeast has feelings, I reply. Does it? It screams when it hits the oven. She laughs. A real laugh. Not the dry, sarcastic exhale she usually does. It changes her whole face. Makes her look younger, less haunted. I make a mental note to induce that sound again, next week. I bring home cinnamon rolls. The glaze is still warm. She's in the shower. I hear a thud. Then a curse word. Then silence. I knock on the bathroom door. Val? I'm fine. Gravity is a bitch. Need help? Long pause. Door's unlocked. I open the door. She's wrapped in a towel, sitting on the edge of the tub. Blood on her shin. Shaved her leg. And slipped. I'm a doctor, and I can't even apply a band-aid, she mutters. She looks small. Sit still. I get the first aid kit. Kneel in front of her. Clean the cut. She watches my hands. You have flour on your ear, she says. I ignore it. Apply antibiotic ointment. Bandage. Professional job, she says. I work with knives and heat. I burn myself daily. I look up. She's looking down. Eyes are dark. Pupil dilation. Or maybe it's just the dim light. She reaches out, brushes the flour off my ear. Thumb lingers on my jaw. Skin is rough, calloused. Touch is electric. Thanks, Annan. Eat the cinnamon rolls before they get cold. I retreat to my room. Sit on my bed, stare at the wall. What is happening? Month 4. It becomes a ritual. 4 a.m. On my days off, she gets home. I'm awake. We sit on the fire escape. It's raining usually. Roof overhead keeps us dry. She smokes a single cigarette. Bad habit, I say. Job security, she counters. I drink black coffee. We watch the city sleep. Why do you bake? She asks. It's predictable. Ingredients in, bread out. Rules matter. I hate rules, she says. I know. I've seen your laundry pile. She kicks my shin, gently. Why? Trauma, I ask. Chaos. I like fixing the mess. You can't fix everything. I can try. She leans her head on my shoulder. Just for a minute. Smells like rain now. You're warm, she mumbles. Oven radiance. Shut up. She finishes the cigarette. We go inside. She goes to sleep. I start my sourdough feed. My hands are shaking slightly. Month 5. I get the flu. Bad. Fever of 102. Can't move. Call in sick to the bakery. Boss panics. Who will do the croissants? Let them eat toast. I wheeze. Hang up. Pass out. Wake up to something cold on my forehead. Val is there, looking professional. Stethoscope around neck. You look like garbage, she says. Feel like it. Drink this. Electrolyte solution. Tastes like salty sweat. I drink it. Temperature is high. If it goes up, I'm taking you to the ER. No hospital. Germs. I'll protect you. She stays. She actually stays. Brings her tablet into my room. Sits in the chair reading charts while I hallucinate about giant bagels. Every hour she checks my temp. Hands cool against my burning skin. Mom? I mutter at one point. No. It's Val. Shut up and sleep. Woke up 2 days later. Fever broke. She's asleep in the chair. Neck at an impossible angle. I feel weak but alive. Get up. Cover her with my duvet. Go to kitchen. Make chicken soup from scratch. She wakes up an hour later. Walks into kitchen. Hair standing up in all directions. You're up. Thanks to you. Don't mention it. I didn't want a corpse to lower the property value. She sits down. I serve her soup. It's good, she says. Family recipe. We eat in silence. She puts her hand on top of mine on the table. Squeezes. Let's go. Nothing needs to be said. Month 6. Her parents visit. Surprise inspection. They are terrifying. Mother looks like a senator. Father looks like a judge. Val is panicking. The apartment is a sty. They think I'm living in squalor. You are. Help me. I hide her dirty scrubs, throw a tablecloth over her desk, bake a quick batch of scones. Tea ready. Parents arrive. They look at the exposed brick with disdain. Look at me with suspicion. And who is this? Mother asks. Roommate. Anon. He's a baker. A baker, Father says. Like I said, drug dealer. Artisanal, Val adds quickly. We sit. Tension is thick enough to cut with a lame. I serve scones. Clotted cream. Jam. Mother takes a bite. Pauses. This is adequate. He makes them fresh. Val says, proudly. And what are your long-term prospects, young man? Father asks. Owning a bakery? Val's leg is bouncing under the table, vibrating the floorboards. I put my hand on her knee. Under the table, just to steady her. She stops bouncing, looks at me. Panic fades from her eyes. We hold contact. Parents keep talking about her residency match. We aren't listening. My thumb rubs circles on her knee. It feels natural, inevitable. They leave after 2 hours. Val collapses against the door. I need a drink. I have whiskey. We sit on the floor, bottle between us. They liked you more than me, she says. They liked the scones. You saved my ass. Team effort. She looks at me. Really looks at me. You touched my knee. You were shaking the table. You didn't move your hand. You didn't ask me to. Silence. The air changes, becomes heavy, charged. She crawls over, on hands and knees. Cat-like. Puts her face inches from mine. Do it again. Brain short circuits. I reach out, touch her face. She leans into it, closes her eyes. You smell like yeast and vanilla, she whispers. You smell like hospital sanitizer. Is it bad? It's my favorite smell. She kisses me. It tastes like whiskey and exhaustion. It's messy, desperate. We stumble to her room because it's closer. Kick over a stack of medical journals. Don't care. Next morning, wake up in her bed. It's a disaster zone of pillows. She's draped over me, leg thrown over my waist, drooling slightly on my chest. Sunlight streaming in, dust motes dancing. I should panic. Usually I panic. Instead, I feel settled, like dough that's finished proofing, ready. She shifts, opens one eye. Morning, baker man. Morning, doctor. Make me pancakes? Only if you let me use your shower first. Deal. She kisses my chin. Goes back to sleep. Month 8. We don't define it. No girlfriend or boyfriend talk. Just routine. I sleep in her bed mostly. Unless she's on a 24-hour shift, then I sleep in mine, but it feels too big. Cold. My clothes start migrating to her room. Her scrubs start appearing in my laundry basket. We share the space heater. One night, she comes home late, 3 a.m. I'm waiting with tea. She looks devastated. Lost a patient, she says. Young girl. She stands in the middle of the kitchen, trembling. I don't ask for details. Just open my arms. She crashes into me, sobs into my shirt, ugly crying, snot and tears. I hold her, rock her slightly. I've got you, I whisper. I'm here. We stand there for 20 minutes, until she runs dry. I'm quitting, she says. No, you're not. I hate it. You love it. You just hate the losing part. She pulls back, eyes red. How do you know me so well? I watch you, creep. But she smiles, weakly. Make me bread? I have a brioche proofing. Good. She drags me to the couch. We fall asleep sitting up. month 10. My birthday. I don't tell anyone. Don't care about birthdays. Come home from work at 6 a.m. Apartment smells wrong. Burning. Smoke alarm is chirping. Panic. Run to kitchen. Val is there, covered in flour. More flour than I have ever seen outside a mill. It's in her hair, on her eyelashes. There is a black, charred object on the counter. Happy birthday, she coughs. I look at the object. Is that cake? It was supposed to be a baguette. I don't know what happened. Science failed me. She looks miserable. I tried to use your starter. I think I killed Yeasty Boys. Check the fridge. Jar is empty. She used the whole thing. A year of culture gone. I look at her. She's waiting for me to yell or cry. Instead, I start laughing. Can't stop. Hysterical laughter. She stares. You're mad? I'm not mad. I killed your son. I can make a new one. It's just flour and water and time. I walk over, wipe a streak of soot from her cheek. You tried to bake. I wanted to do something nice. Since you always feed me, you burned it, I know, and you made a mess. I'll clean it. I kiss her. She tastes like smoke. Leave it, I say. Let's go out for breakfast. Like normal people? Yeah, like normal people. We go to a diner. She orders pancakes. I order eggs. Waitress calls us honey. Val holds my hand across the table, playing with my fingers. So, she says. So, my lease is up next month. Okay, landlord asked if I'm renewing. I drink my coffee. Look at her. Sunlight hitting her messy hair, flour still behind her ear. Tell him to put both our names on it. She smiles, kicks me under the table. Okay. We finish eating, walk home in the rain. She doesn't let go of my hand. Get home. She passes out on the couch. I go to the kitchen. Clean the disaster. Throw away the charcoal bread. Mix a new starter. Flour, water, air. Set it on the counter to rise. Life is good. Be me. Baker, boyfriend to a chaotic doctor. It's messy. It's loud. It's perfect.